Oh, it's the most difficult time of the year. As a creator, I always look forward to these end of the year lists. They're always a great way to look back and celebrate the year that was. But what truly makes this one difficult is how many people were on top of their game in 2023. So let's sit back, relax, and celebrate the year that was, and make a lot of people mad on the internet because their favorite didn't make the cut. Look, if I can be honest with you for a minute, this easily could have been a top 35. But as per usual, this is Extreme League Wrestling, and here are our top 10 wrestlers of 2023. Number 10, Eddie Kingston. Eddie Two Belts has been living his little Japanese strong style wrestling dream in 2023, and I love that for him. Not only was he able to achieve his lifelong dream of winning a title in Japan, taking the NJPW strong title from Kenta, he was finally able to defeat his demon, Claudio Castagnoli. Their decade-long feud saw its arguable climax at Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor when Eddie lost to Claudio. The Mad King finally made it to the top of the mountain in front of his hometown crowd at AEW Grand Slam. Here, with both men's titles on the line, they had a arguable match of the year candidate. To Eddie Kingston's credit, holding 2 world titles in 2 different companies is no easy feat. Not to also mention putting on noteworthy bouts with the likes of Shibata, Rocky Romero, and the Anarchy in the Arena match was a beautiful car crash. While we wait to see what the Continental Classic will bring, and what it brings to a new Triple Crown title, seeing Eddie put both of his titles on the line in a new tournament will no doubt be memorable. If he does end up not winning the tournament though, I can't see Eddie Kingston wanting his title reigns to end any other way. Number 9, Athena. Holding any championship for 365 days is a tall task for anyone, but within that amount of time, Athena has not only proven herself worthy of a women's title, but has been the standard bearer for the Ring of Honor women's division. The former Ember Moon was a bit of a question mark coming into All Elite Wrestling. A feud with Jade Cargill as she entered the company left much to be desired for the new Athena's creative direction. Those worries were quickly dashed in 2023. A strongly booked champion against all challengers, the crown jewel of her reign has to be her sleeper feud of the year contender with Willow Nightingale. This trio of matches showcased the women's ability to have a show-stopping performance, with the rubber match finally coming to a head to main event Ring of Honor's pay-per-view, Death Before Dishonor. The Ring of Honor Women's Champion has been a standard raiser across the board for AEW and ROH, and well deserves her spot on this list. Number 8, Seth Rollins. It's easy to say that Seth Rollins has had a year as fabulous as his ring attire, not only entering new heights in his career, putting a new world title on the map. Pause, I don't want to hear any of that consolation prize bullshit. Seth has wholeheartedly delivered for this title and has put on consistently great matches for every WWE PLE. To establish a new world title, especially in the era of the Tribal Chief, it's nearly an impossible task. Seth freaking Rollins has defended this belt like a madman. Everyone from Finn Balor to Drew McIntyre has challenged and fallen, not to also mention doing all of this with an injured back. The Architect is a breath of fresh air on Monday Night Raw in the brand split 2.5 era. His presence in general just makes everything feel a little bit more important, and the consistency he has had throughout it should be applauded. Number 7, Bryan Danielson. Okay, stop me if you've heard this before. Bryan Danielson is a good wrestler. As the American Dragon begins to wind down his full-time in-ring career, he has most definitely not been shy with giving the world the matches it's desired for decades. A match of the year contender with Okada, the long-awaited bout with Zack Sabre Jr., and a heart-stopping strap match with Ricky Starks are some of the first that come to mind. Rarely is it possible for a performer to have fun while providing some of the greatest wrestling matches of all time, and yet Danielson can do all these things in his sleep. This man beat Okada with a broken frickin' arm. I beg you to enjoy Danielson while you can, because I know he's enjoying us. I'm so excited for 2024, because one of the things right out the gate we're gonna get is Okada Danielson 2 at Wrestle Kingdom. BT Dubs, we have merch now, check it out with the description below. Okay, love you, bye, back to the video. Number 6, Christian Cage. If your dad is dead, now let me hear you say way-ho. The patriarch of AEW has been a relentless thorn in the All Elite roster's side, and I love every minute of it. His feud at the beginning of the year with Jungle Boy Jack Perry was supposed to put this pillar on the map, and funny enough, Cage has been able to let his character work shine, leading to probably one of the best second wins in the business I've ever seen. Alongside his adopted son Nick Wayne and the right-handed destruction Luchasaurus, Christian has put together a run that has revived the TNT title. From putting Darby Allin through an illegal amount of punishment to feuding with his longtime friend Edge, Adam Copeland, I still need to get used to that. Everything he's done in 2023 has moved mountains and grabbed eyes. Just don't answer his question if he asks if your dad's still alive. Just word to the wise. Number 5, Rhea Ripley and the Judgment Day. Mommy, sorry, not sorry to see Rhea Ripley on this list. It's truly great to see Rhea Ripley's attention translate into success in the ring, and not just in her comments and DMs with men asking her to step on them. A Royal Rumble win combined with a WrestleMania victory over Charlotte Flair started her year off hot, and she doesn't look like she's gonna cool down anytime soon. By extension, this entry is also for the Judgment Day, with Rhea essentially being the leader of the group. Yeah, I don't care what Priest says, Mommy is my leader, damn it. Someone has to be truly special to not only launch herself into success, but an entire group as well. Dominic transitioned from beloved son of Rey Mysterio to one of the biggest heels of the company, constantly weaseling himself by Mommy's side. Damian Priest has seen a wonderful transformation to main event breakthrough star after matches with the likes of Bad Bunny and becoming Senior Money in the Bank. Finn Balor, for his credit, has also seen a resurgence, as well as the same attitude he had in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Rhea, for her part, has set domination to a new standard. I can see no one dethroning her from her Women's World Championship title anytime soon, and the Judgment Day as a whole looks like it's just getting better and better. Dare I say, with Rhea's popularity, she could very easily main event WrestleMania, possibly against Becky Lynch, because we all know Mommy's always on top. Number 4, GUNTHER. Make way for the Ring General! The Intercontinental title has most definitely lost a good bit of its luster over the past decade. A hot potato title with short reigns with no rhyme or reason, this historic belt truly became an afterthought within the current WWE product. This would be until GUNTHER would take charge, and you better do it in all caps. His record-breaking title reign has made the Intercontinental title return to its former glory of the 90s and 80s. Then again, this isn't too big of a surprise if you're aware of Walter's work as the NXT UK champion, which was another historic reign. Anyone who removes the honky-tonk man from general wrestling discourse deserves a freaking award. To boot with the lengthy reign, the match is very rarely ever disappointed. Between the technical wizardry with Chad Gable to the meat slap and three-way at WrestleMania 39, the Ring General and Imperium have truly shown us that the ring is sacred. Number 3, Orange Cassidy. When you think about the term wrestling workhorse, you usually don't think of a guy who works with his hands in his pockets. But there's absolutely nothing usual about Orange Cassidy. His initial international title run put the belt and himself on the mat as the bell-to-bell best wrestler in any company. Very rarely does the sunglass-wearing man care about much, but he most definitely cared about this title. Defending it 31 times against challengers of all backgrounds, Cassidy made weekly TV feel like so much more. Well, and of course, the reign could not last forever, but man, what a way to go out. Not only having to main event All Out after a turbulent week with the firing of CM Punk, but to go up against the ace Jon Moxley, this show-stopping main event left blood, sweat, and juice on that canvas and made everyone forget about the week prior. While we all knew prior to this Orange Cassidy was talented in the ring, you better put him in the same category now as some of the best main eventers in this business. Number 2, Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay will forever hold a special place in my heart. When I got back into the professional wrestling fandom is whenever Will started to blow up online doing independent shows. His infamous match with Ricochet propelled both men into stardom in 2 separate companies. And my, how Billy the Goat has blossomed. In a contract year for the Brit, he has shown why he was going to be one of the hottest free agents in 2024. Not only putting on 2 perfect bouts with Kenny Omega for the IWGP United States title at Wrestle Kingdom and Forbidden Door respectfully. No matter what company it's for, Will has wrestled at an elite level all of 2023. He got to wrestle at Wembley Stadium, bruv! Recently confirming that in 2024 he would be all elite, Will Ospreay has not only become a superstar, but Billy the Goat is about to rule the damn world. Before we get to our top pick for the list, here are some of our honorable mentions. Like I said in the intro, this could easily be a top 35, but to keep it concise, I had to cut it to 10. And finally, our number 1 pick for the top wrestler in 2023, the devil himself, Maxwell Jacob Freeman, MJF. It's so wild to think back in 2019, at the inception of All Elite Wrestling, Maxwell Jacob Freeman was a simple understudy to the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. In the year of 2023, he has not only become the longest reigning AEW World Champion, he has also main evented one of the biggest wrestling shows in the history of the business. So we have to give the devil his due. Leading the company through some chaotic times given everything related to CM Punk, the slow burn of Max's world title reign has been one of the hottest things in wrestling. His career transformation from the salt of the earth to our scumbag saw him take Bryan Danielson to his limit in one of the greatest Iron matches of all time, battle his contemporaries in a four-way for the ages, and his feud/friendship of the year with Adam Cole, baby. MJF has put in the work of 100 journeymen to get to this stage in his career, and he has earned every bit of it. For these reasons and so much more, he is our top wrestler for 2023. And you know why? Because he's better than all of us. And we all know it. And that is our list for the top 10 wrestlers of 2023. This is probably one of the hardest lists I've ever had to make. Who was your favorite wrestler this year? Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to suplex that like button and subscribe button so you don't miss our next upload. This has been Extreme League Wrestling, and we'll catch you next time.